Grade 11 Chapter 6 Physical Activity and Leadership Training. We have subtopics to cover in this chapter: leadership qualities and role of a leader, creating leaders through physical education, meaning, objectives and types of adventure sports, as we are going to know about rock climbing, trekking, river rafting, mountaineering, surfing and paragliding. Last topic is safety measures to prevent sports injuries. Before going to topics, we will know about leadership. Leadership is the ability to internationally provide positive influences on the lives and behaviors of others. The leader should possess qualities that are sought for and admired by the followers. A leader must initiate an activity under the group's needs and carry the activity through to completion. Qualities of leadership. We have so many qualities here listed down: appreciative, confidence, compassionate, courageous, hardworking, fair, flexible, honest, impartial and responsive. Number 1. Appreciative. A wise leader values their team and the person. Success is only achieved with the help of others. What's more, genuine appreciation provides encouragement, develops confidence and builds on strengths. Number 2. Confident. Trust and confidence in leadership is a reliable indicator of employee satisfaction. Good leaders aren't afraid of being challenged. Their confidence inspires. Number 3. Compassionate. Compassion is strength. Good leader uses compassion to perceive the needs of those they lead to decide a course of action that is of greatest benefit to the person and the team. Number 4. Courageous. A courageous leader is preferred or prepared to take risks when no one else will do it. A courageous leader raises difficult issues, is ready to give difficult feedback and share unpopular opinions. Number 5. Hardworking, diligent. To persevere in conviction, courage, creativity, compassion and character, we need diligence. Good leaders work very hard. Number 6. Fair. Good leaders don't have favorites in the team. They reward for results without any partiality. Number 7. Flexible. The good leaders is able to flex. They alter and adapt their style according to the situation, context and circumstances, the experiences. They welcome new ideas and changes. Number 8. Honest. Wise leaders are not afraid of communicating the truth to their people. Honesty is about being truthful, having integrity and building trust. Honesty leads to better, more productive relationships. Number 9. Impartial. Good leaders are impartial. They recognize their biases, prejudices and predispositions. They also recognize biases in others and face them. Number 10. Responsive. Good leaders are responsive to the needs of those they lead. They adjust their behavior to best match the situation. They listen to their team. They value their team. Role of a leader. Number 1. Strategist or planner. This role isn't just for the highest level leaders in an organization. All leaders must think strategically keep the big picture in mind and plot what directions and approaches the team should use to reach the desired results. Number 2, facilitator. You need to make things easier for others. While we might think of this most often in a meeting or group situation, there are many times when you will serve as facilitator to help processes flow well and boost productivity. Number 3, visionary. Related to strategy, leaders must have a picture of where they are heading and why that destination matters to the organization, their team, and themselves. Number 4, coach. As a leader, you have a responsibility and need to develop others to succeed in their roles and prepare for future roles. Number 5, decision maker. You want others to engage and offer their feedback. However, as a leader, you will need to be decisive and make the hard choices. You can't be afraid to make a decision, even when you are working with less than perfect information, or you must make one that will unpopular. Number 6, motivator or influencer. Call it mediation or negation, or even arbitration, but this role is really about influence. As a leader, you must constantly be influencing others in a positive way. A leader is sports understands his strengths and their mental needs, so he plays the role of a good motivator. Number 7, team player. You cannot always take the lead. You need to be a teammate too, and that means understanding when to stop out of your leadership role and let others take the lead. Number 8, listener. Leaders often think they need to be doing all the talking, but that is a mistake. In fact, the best leaders talk less and ask, listen, and observe more. Make sure you really listen to the people you lead. Next topic is creating leaders through physical education. Physical education program is specially designed to inform teachers and coaches about the best practices in contemporary teaching, coaching, and leadership. Through physical education and sports, the individual become not only physically fit and mentally sound, but also develops essential values for life like strong moral character, cooperation, forgiveness, self-respect, support, care, belongingness, respect for seniors and teachers, etc. Number 1, leadership can be developed through forming a team in any sport. In a team, the captain leads the team with the help of a coach, and it leads to develop leadership qualities. Number 2, different types of extracurricular activities like Adventure Club, Scouts and Guides, NCC, Duke of Edinburgh program, and camping, etc. help individuals to learn new things, to survive, and to spend their life with intelligence. Such activities are introduced in schools, colleges, and universities to develop leadership among the students. Number 3, physical education and sports play a vital role in developing leadership qualities amongst the students and in society. Sportsman becomes a role model for a student, and it gives him inspiration to lead the team in a positive aspect, and he leads to achieve the goal. Number 4, through sports, a person can develop his confidence level and he can take right decision according to the situation and face any type of tough challenges. Number 5, physical education programs lead to leadership. Every player tries to show excellence to prove that he is best. Every player wants to perform so as to become the leader of the team, and in individual sports, the player wants to win to prove supremacy. In the present scenario, it is observed that the students lack in values, but with participation in games and sports, they are likely to develop these values that helps them to become a good person and a responsible citizen. It may also be a bold, unusually risk undertaking with an uncertain outcomes and activities with some potential for physical danger such as skydiving, mountain climbing, river rafting, etc. The phrase adventure sport is used to classify certain activities that feature a high level of danger. In fact, these activities often involve speed, height, a high level of physical exertion, and high specialized gear or spectacular stunts. The objective of adventure sport is a spirit of risk-taking, cooperative teamwork, and the capacity to face and effectively deal with challenging situations with courage and determination. It provides the youth a positive and healthy channelization for their abundant energy, enthusiasm, and imagination. The objectives are as follows. Number 1. Develop physical strength. Participation in adventure sports increases the strength of the body as the pressure exerted on the body is very high. The participant needs to be physically strong in order to perform the task smoothly. Number 2. Develop self-confidence. A person needs to be very high self-confidence to overcome the fear of death. Regular and repetitive participation in these activities reduces their fears and increases the level of self-confidence in the participation. Number 3. Positive attitude. To complete the given task, positive attitudes of the participant play an important role in adventure. Number 4. Increase curiosity. An adventure sport is performed outdoors for exploration and discovery. When the participants are exposed to the beauty and the serenity of the natural environment, it increases the curiosity and urge to know more about the surroundings. Number 5. To build high concentration. While performing adventure sports, participants are required to be attentive and alert towards happenings around them to perform the task successfully. Number 6. Develop team spirit. Any team sport is the result of a good teamwork. Adventure sports provide very excellent chance to build teamwork spirit amongst the team members. Number 7. Develop leadership qualities. A team leader has to take charge to lead the group and take the responsibility to see for every member of the team works properly towards the success of the team. Number 8. Conservation and respect for nature. An adventure sport makes the participant more active and aware towards the conservation of nature by reducing pollution in the natural surroundings and decreasing deforestation. Types of adventure sports. Number 1 is rock climbing. Rock climbing has emerged as one of the adventure sport and outdoor activities among the adventure lovers across the world. Rock climbing refers to the process of climbing an inclined rock surface with artificial support and the most challenging adventure sport practiced by the mass. Rock climbing is a physically and mentally demanding sport, one that often tests a climber's strength, endurance, agility, and balance along with mental control. It can be dangerous sport and knowledge of proper climbing techniques and usage of specialized climbing equipment is crucial for the safe completion of routes. With rock climbing, climbers scale natural rock formation using their hands and a few pieces of specialized equipment to prevent fatal falls. Trekking. Trekking needs a lot of courage, confidence, and good physique. A trek is a long, adventurous journey undertaken on foot in areas where common means of transport are generally not available. As one reaches high altitude, the heartbeat starts increasing, and as a result of this, more blood is pumped by the heart to all body parts. In India, the north and northeastern states are the most suitable place for trekking. Trekking should not be confused with mountaineering. Trekking experts recommend that the beginning trekkers should go with someone who has experience or in a professionally led group. Another item that is considered important is a high quality pair of hiking boots. When covering long distance, wearing the right pair of boots can make the difference between enjoying a trip and being in pain. Survival equipment such as warm clothing, a first aid kit, and emergency supply of food and water also are essential for trekkers. River rafting. Rafting is an outdoor sport in which people travel in river or any other water bodies using raft, flat water vessels. When rafting is practiced in river, it is known as river rafting. River rafting is one of the highly popular adventure sports. River rafting was used as a means of transport in the earlier days of human civilization. The raft used in those days were made from logs which were tied together using reeds. However, with the advancement of technology, rafts have been replaced by inflatable boats. River rafting can be dangerous sport, especially if basic safety precautions are not observed. Both commercial and private trips have seen their share of injuries and fatalities. It is generally advisable to discuss safety measures with a rafting operator before signing on for a trip. The equipment used and the qualifications of the raft guides are essential. Mountaineering. Mountaineering or mountain climbing is the sport, hobby or profession of hiking, skiing and climbing mountains. While mountaineering began as an attempt to reach the highest point of unclimbed big mountains, it has branched into specialization that address different aspects of the mountain and consists of three areas: rockcraft, snowcraft and skiing, depending on whether the route chosen is over rock, snow or ice. The sport demands experience, athletic ability and technical knowledge to maintain safety. Mountain climbing has emerged as one of the popular adventure sports practiced by adventure lovers all around the earth. Mountain climbing can also be exercised as a recreational activity. Climbing is regarded as the process of ascending a vertical object. Generally, climbers ascend using only their hands and feet. However, with the advancement of technology, various equipment has been introduced to the sport to make the activity safer and easier. Surfing. Surfing is the sport of riding waves in an upright or prone position. Surfer catch ocean, river or man-made waves and glide across the surface of the water until the wave breaks and loses its energy. The sport of surfing began between the 19th and 20th centuries, but wave riders is an old practice that has its origin in the ancient Polynesian and ancient Peruvian cultures. The modern surfing was born in the sands of Waikiki on the Hawaiian island of Oahu, when the first local beach boys began taking tourists to the surf or wave riding experiences. Duke Kahanamoku is widely considered the father of modern surfing. He made it a physical recreation and outdoor activity with rules, gear and techniques and business. There are four types of surfing waves: spilling waves, plunging waves, surging waves and collapsing waves. In less than a century, the act of wave riding evolved and gave birth to several other board sports: skateboarding, bodyboarding, windsurfing, kite surfing, kneeboarding are in a way part of the surfing family. Paragliding. Paragliding is adventurous sport. Paragliding is the recreational and competitive adventure sport of flying paragliders. It is lightweight, free-flying, foot-launched glider aircraft with no rigid primary structure. The pilot sits in a harness. He sits in a harness suspended below a fabric wings comprising a large number of interconnected baffled cells. Wing shape is maintained by the suspension lines. The pressure of air entering vents in front of the wing and the aerodynamic forces of the air flowing over the outside. Paragliding wings come in many sizes. The size needs to be matched to your weight, not just your body weight, but your all up weight with harness, reserve backpack, flying clothes, boots, water, radios, etc. After all that stuff is dangling off the lines, some instructors also include the weight of the wing itself because the wing also supports itself in flight. Harness, carabiner, reserve instruments, helmet, etc. Paragliding pilots most commonly lose their height by flying a figure of 8 in overlanding zone until the correct height is achieved. Then line up into the wind and give the glider full speed. Safety measures to prevent sports injuries. Sports injury prevention is the key to longevity, enjoyment and performance for professional and recreational athletes alike. There are many simple steps you can take to avoid sports injuries. Number 1. Prepare your body for exercise. Warm up your muscles and increase blood flow with light aerobic movements. You should also stretch to improve flexibility and helps the joints move freely. Second, proper training for your sport. Poor technique can lead to stress on certain parts of the body like your knees or your back, causing problems that could have been avoided. Number 3. Wear protective equipment. Choose equipment that is appropriate for your sport such as helmets, protective pads and supports and correct footwear. Number 4. Avoid playing while injured. If you are injured, don't play through the pain. It is more likely it will worsen the damage or even cause a new injury, keeping you out of action for longer. Number 5. Make adjustments for environmental factors such as cold and hot weather. Number 6. Right clothing and hydration. Drink water before, during and after exercise. Avoid carbonated, highly sugared and alcoholic beverages. If exercising strenuously for more than an hour, drink liquids with electrolytes replacements. Be aware of your body reactions to extreme temperatures. Number 7. Enough rest between competitive events. Give your mind and body a break and prevent fatigue from building up. Ensure you have rest days during training. Number 8. Balanced diet. Stay well hydrated with water and find with right balance of nutrition such as protein, carbohydrate and vitamins. This is crucial for health. Number 8. Balanced diet. Stay well hydrated with water and find the right balance of nutrients such as proteins, carbohydrate and vitamins. This is crucial for health, energy and recovery. Number 9. Stay psychologically strong. Be mindful that loss of concentration can increase the risk of injury, particularly in sport like distance cycling or running, which need sustained focus, or skiing, which need intense concentration. Number 10. Cool down. After the game, make sure to cool down to allow a gradual decrease in heart rate and body temperature.